Good, man. Well, I mean, I guess you can technically spin it, but don't you love when that happens? Except for the city plow driver. Stop hitting my cars. Got the old one out. Let's get this new guy in. As you can see, this is a very lovely day to go to work. I was actually stuck this morning, and luckily my neighbor pulled my van out, made it all the way to work, and all the way to my 8 a.m. Got 2 jobs done already. First one, the thermostat was just wired incorrectly, so that was nice and easy. And then the second one was a Linux with a bad capacitor on the inducer motor. So another nice and easy one. Now we're driving another 40 minutes to go to a Goodman supply house to pick up a inducer motor. So I will show you guys that replacement. And we already just picked up a high limit switch for a carrier. I did a short video on that sometime last week, so it'll be kind of a continuation. As long as I upload this video, I should make it through the blizzard today. Good, man. We made it over here. Alright, we got the motor. Let's get her done. Pretty sure this one is newer too. That's why this motor is actually under warranty. We didn't install it. We typically install trains. And let there be light. Holy pressure switches. What a mess in here. Yeah, I was reading the notes. Looks like this customer called it in for no heat after hours this past weekend. And the technician pulled it out and found that the motor was seized and he was unable to get it free. And looks like this furnace still has parts warranty on it. So customer just has to pay labor. Makes sense to me. I was wondering why this was loose. Like, duh, you already took it out. Holy torque. Well, I mean, I guess you can technically spin it, but it's really stiff. Like the bearings failed. Not really good access, so I gotta stretch over here. I'm gonna do this over there because I don't want to actually hit a button on the water heater. And we got a new gasket and new screws too. Nice. Let's get that ground wire out. I don't think the zip tie made everything look much prettier. This gasket looks pretty good, but we'll put a new one on anyway. since it came with it. Yeah, not putting that one on. Plugged her in. Now let's get these pressure switches over onto here. And voila. That's tight. That's tight. Let's try her out. Don't you love when that happens? I get out of my little corner to go upstairs to hit the thermostat, then the inducer motor finally turns on. Hey, at least we got the igniter going. There we go. That's more like it. Just gonna watch it for a little bit to make sure everything else is alright. And then I'll see you guys over for the high limit switch. Working good on high fire as well. I always like to watch it with the door on, because again, something could always be blocking the intake. So it's good to make sure that the furnace works with the door on. Because a lot of guys will just put the door on because they think everything is good and then walk away. 2 hours later, furnace is not working. Or at least that's when the customer notices it. I gotta say, I'm really glad that I don't do snow removal anymore. I used to do it when I was a maintenance guy, and it gets old really quick, especially when you're working throughout the whole night. Especially being a younger guy. Like, you gotta kind of do more of the grunt work. You're not in the plow as much. You're kind of doing all the sidewalks and that. So kudos to all the snow removal people out there. And except for the city plow drivers, stop hitting my cars. Like, you guys drive way too fast. A few weeks ago, we have a flex lane, and the city plow truck was going about double the speed as the rest of the traffic was going, which wasn't very fast, but he ended up hitting my fiance's mirror and caused another car to swerve out of the way. I've heard a lot of other instances, coincidentally this year, which is how reckless they've been. So I don't know if you guys are just overworked or what. Maybe that's why you're driving like maniacs, but just be careful, please. Got the old one out. Let's get this new guy in. Got the blower motor kicked on. Just make sure it's just that startup 1, 2. one quick flash. So that would be error code 12. Lower on after power up. Yeah, that's good. So I originally took out this high limit switch I was here last week. They had a plugged filter from using tap water in a portable humidifier. So that made the furnace start overheating a lot because of all the mineral buildup was in the air getting on the filter. And it tripped their high limit switch so many times that the high limit switch just wouldn't work until I took it out and whacked it to get it to work. I got nothing else for right now, so I'm just gonna head back to the shop, eat lunch and whatnot, and then if I get any more calls, I'll take you guys along with me, but I will let you know. I'm tapping out. I'm going home. Hung around at the shop for a while. Nothing much else really came in. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video, and as usual, I'll see you guys on the next call.